I have become a dragon. That is just my character now. Welcome back, Weirds and Weeaboos, to the Child Division Doge. But today, well, a lot is going to happen as soon as I hit start. So, prepare yourself. Yep. So, essentially, I've been playing around with a mod called Da Rules. You might have heard of it because it's amazing. It is a mod that a lot of streamers and content creators use for things like when their chat controls Isaac or whatever. You might have seen people like Another Matt doing stuff like that. So you can do things like whenever you hit an enemy, it spawns troll bombs, or whenever you get hit, you spawn item pedestals, stuff like that. Now, while most people have used it to do silly things, I feel like it's genuinely an insanely powerful mod. So as soon as I got my hands on it, I started tweaking around with it to see if I could effectively make my own new character. Which, yeah, it's really powerful. You kind of can do that, so that's what I did. This is Isaac Redeemed, as I'm calling it. I mean, I still have to use the existing characters as a template anyway, so it just makes sense to have this sort of be like an anti-tainted Isaac. I know it's not the most original idea. It's not about the character concept here, it's about the gameplay. Anyway, so, you might notice we've got this glow around us, which indicates that our active item is charged. The reason why that's important, I can bring that up by the way just by tapping the drop key, so I'm making that message appear, is because while you can already see the charge of our Eternal D6, it doesn't work the way it usually does. If we just use it when the item on the top left is charged, we'll just get the Eternal D6 effect with no extra benefits. But if we charge it, it will get some special extra benefits, which are the main identity of this character. We need to clear rooms to charge it. Unfortunately, I couldn't get it I didn't have the option to have it work exactly the same as normal charge does. So essentially, it's just when you clear a room, it gets +1, which is mostly how normal charge works, but there are some exceptions, like big rooms are supposed to give you 2, but there's no way for the mod to detect whether it's a big or a small room as far as I can tell, so couldn't do that one, unfortunately. I might come back to this room. I will bomb that in a moment, but there's a reason why I'm going to save that.
Cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
I have messed around with a lot of things here. Let's start with the basics, my stats. To be honest, it's not super important to the character's identity, but essentially I just really wanted to mess around with some stats that you don't usually tend to see with Isaac characters. So I wanted a character that with a really, really fast fire rate, but really low damage. They also have some below average range. Usually the range is 6.5 on most characters, but it's 5.25 on this character. And some above average shot speed at 1.25, just because it feels good. They also have 7 luck, so making them the luckiest character in the game. The main thing though, of course, is the fire rate and the extremely low damage to compensate. Now, for that reason, you might notice you can actually see the items that I gave this character to start on the right side, and I gave him soy milk. Now, to be clear, I didn't give him soy milk to make him OP or anything. In fact, before the soy milk, my tier rate is actually abysmal. The reason I did it this way is I wanted originally to just have a high tier rate, and that was it. But there's a big problem with that. The tier gap. If you didn't know, the tier rate buffs don't go below, don't normally go above 5. And honestly, the fire rate I wanted was somewhere around 4 or 4.5, meaning 1 tiers boost would immediately put you at the cap. So tiers, one of the most important stats in the game, would literally do nothing after 1 upgrade, which would feel pretty terrible. So instead, I needed to find a way to break the tier cap. And one of the easiest ways to do that is soy milk, because soy milk completely bypasses the tier cap and adds a multiplier. So essentially, for that reason, I got myself soy milk, but just set my tiers extremely low so it's not as fast as soy milk usually goes. This isn't a perfect solution because it does make the complete opposite happen. The first tiers upgrade we get is going to be a absolutely redonkulous damage output buff, which is maybe a little questionable, but I feel like it's the best place I can get it. I was originally trying to do it with just Odd Mushroom, the skinny Odd Mushroom, because that also is a tier rate multiplier that also gives you a damage down multiplier. However, that tier rate multiplier was much more reserved, and it made it so that you still hit the tier cap a little too fast. Anyway, how's our charge looking? We're at 10 charge. Alright then, have we cleared? No, we haven't cleared this room. I think I'm going to save for Planetarium, so I don't think we're going to check the item room. You might have also noticed we didn't start with 3 hearts, we start with 1 red heart and 2 soul hearts. I'm still trying to keep this character relatively balanced. How should I put this? Basic Isaac is already a really strong character, and so is Tainted Isaac. Both Basic and Tainted Isaac are actually some of the strongest characters in the game. So don't get me wrong, this character is intended to be relatively strong, but I'm still trying to make him feel in line with like normal and Tainted Isaac for the most part, in terms of power level. Anyway, I know we've been holding you out on like what this charge mechanic's going to do for a while, but that's because I want to show you it at full charge. Essentially, every 4 charges does something, and you can hold up to 12 as a maximum. And of course, we are at 11, so as soon as we beat this boss, we're going to be fully charged and ready to go. So, I guess while we're fighting this boss, another thing I can mention is we have Tropicamide because soy milk makes our tears too small, and Tropicamide is mostly just there so the tears get a bit of a size boost so it doesn't look as stupid. And we have Car Battery actually as a downside. You see, the Eternal D6, originally my plan was that the active item, because it was mostly supposed to be replaced with the charge effect you're going to see in a moment, I actually wanted to pick a useless active item on purpose at first. And that was what I was doing while I was testing this character, but I just thought it wasn't super fun. Like, it worked, but it did feel weird playing a version of Isaac with literally, like, no rerolls, when that's kind of, you know, that's Isaac's identity. So while I didn't want this character to be as good at rerolling, because, you know, otherwise, you know, they would just be a better Isaac, I still wanted them to be able to reroll. So I decided to replace the moving box I was originally using as like a placeholder active item with the Eternal D6. Now, the thing is though, I didn't want to actually just give you something as strong as the Eternal D6. I know it's not quite as good as the normal D6, but it's still a really good item, and it's also the exact same item that the Lost starts with. So I gave you a Car Battery. Now, you might think that makes it better, but it actually makes it worse. Car Battery doubles your active item usages whenever you use one, but in the context of this item, that's actually a downside, because even though there's 2 rerolls, it's not like you get to see the middle item between the 2 rerolls. It's effectively still just 1 reroll for all intents and purposes, and it's 1 reroll that now has 2 chances to delete the item, taking our chance to delete the item we reroll from 25% to 44%. So yeah, it's essentially an Eternal D6 that is almost twice as likely to destroy the items we're trying to reroll. So, it's not as good at rerolling, but you can still use it to reroll, especially if you see something that is just garbage anyway. You, like, literally, you're not taking it, so you may as well see if you can reroll it. You can still go to reroll it. Anyway, we have our 12 charges. It's about time to deliver on my promise. Let's see what we get. I mean, I say let's see, I know what we're gonna get. So, we can't see right now, because unfortunately I can't control where it spawns them, so it just spawns all of them on top of each other. But there are actually 3 old chests stacked on top of each other there, 1 for every 4 charges. And these old chests, if you haven't seen them before, that's because they're exclusive to only 1 item, I believe, in the game, Isaac's Tomb, under normal circumstances. An item that just spawns them every floor. But essentially, they contain either a bunch of soul hearts, a bunch of trinkets, or an angel deal item. Well, actually, I think there's a few non-angel deal items in there, but most of the items in the old chest pool are angel deal items, if I remember correctly. Plus a few mom items, so I guess pray you don't get a mom item. Anyway, as well as that, you might notice we started with the broken padlock trinket, which makes it so we can open things with bombs instead of keys. This is why I saved this stone chest here, is because I want to blow up this pot, this stone chest, and all 3 of these old chests at once. With 1 bomb. Hello. Spooky. Right, okay, so unfortunately it looks like we just got nothing but trinkets, which sucks because we've really got to keep our broken padlock. But I guess that's a good segue into talking about the broken padlock. You get this as a starting trinket because normal Isaac and Tainted Isaac start with a bomb. And I wanted to stick with that identity of Isaac and bombs, but obviously for this character keys are way more useful, because, you know, you're constantly unlocking chests. So I thought it made sense to give them the broken padlock, and to give them 5 starting bombs rather than 1, so that you have the means to open these chests. Because yeah, early on, it's a nightmare opening these chests if you don't have the broken padlock, and you don't use bombs instead of keys. We actually got a lot more keys than you usually do on the first floor here, so we weren't looking too bad here, but I assure you, you could very much be in a much worse spot. I've had a couple runs with this character where, like, you just couldn't open anything without the broken padlock on the first couple floors. Anyway, I guess we'll just take the straight health up. Wait, do I have normal item descriptions on? Huh. I guess that must have been from my last daily run. Well, let's go. So, we also start with a stars card. That's not super important, but the main reason I just did it is because it's very thematically fitting for Isaac. If you didn't know, Tainted Isaac's inverse card unlock is the inverse stars. And in general, Isaac, as a character, especially a redeemed version of Isaac like this is supposed to be, I thought was very fitting with the themes of the Star Tarot card. So, I just thought it'd be nice to give him a stars card to start with. It also does help you plan like the order of the rooms you complete and when you want to have your charges. It gives you the option to either, as soon as the game starts, go straight to your item room and re-roll it, and just use the d6 purely as a re-roll without using the charges. Or you could alternatively, obviously, use it to get out of a curse room at opportune moment, the typical just teleport out. You know, use it however you like. I here am deciding to hold on to it because I obviously want to go planetarium, so I didn't actually want to enter my item room. I think that's basically everything. There's only one more thing that was actually a bit of a last minute addition. For the longest time in the back of my head I was wondering whether I should give this character Rusted Key, the trinket where keys spawn more often as room clear rewards. And I originally was leaning towards no because they're already strong enough. However, the longer I've played this character, the more I've found that, yeah, don't get me wrong, usually you're fine, but when you do have a run where the game just doesn't give you keys, it just feels miserable. And to be fair, it's not a super strong trinket. It's only a 33% chance, and I believe it's to replace your room clear reward with keys. So it's not the biggest chance ever, and it can even sometimes be a downgrade because you might be missing out on better room clear rewards. So I think that's fair. Also, Perthra room, you'll love to see it. Let's take a look in this curse room. Now, oh yeah, I just realized I did skip over 4.5 volt. 4.5 volt isn't super important. Oh, I should have started talking before I came into this room. Unfortunately, there is a bug right now with combining two mods that I have, where I shouldn't be able to see what this item is, but it does let me see. But I was going to take it anyway, so it's alright. I have a mod that lets me see the quality of blind items, but doesn't tell me what they are. However, when you combine that with EID to show external item descriptions, it just, it shows you what it is anyway when it shouldn't. But I did know this is a quality 3 without looking at EID, so, I mean, I was probably going to take that over Keeper's Kin anyway. I do look like myself, Daddy Longlegs, genuinely. Like, I feel like I must be forgetting some, but feel like it's a contender for one of the best familiars in the game. So, we'll take that. Ooh, wooden chest. Oh, just pills. I'm always so disappointed when a wooden chest just gives pills. I'm not even a pill hater, it's just like, cards are so much better. Like, I like both, but cards are so much better. Right, let me hold on to that Perthra rune. Let me keep track of my charges. I know that, like, my charges are barely moved and I'm checking them repeatedly, but I'm just going to be real with you. It is so easy. I don't want to talk about that one. That was really bad. It is so easy to just completely forget about the charges. One of the downsides of not actually being able to add HUD elements, because I'm not, you know, full-on modding the game. I'm just using an already existing mod that's a bit sandboxy to do this. So it's so easy to just forget, oh yeah, I haven't checked my charges in ages, and be like, oh, I have 27 charges saved up, but I can only use 12. Like, whenever you use it, it completely sets your charges to 0, and it doesn't give you any rewards past 12, so, like, it's not like I would get, like, any bonus reward for going over 12. It's just a waste of charges. Anyway, we do have a mystery gift straight away. So, let's do the typical pop this in the secret room. Yeah. Sackhead. Do I just take that? I have a Perthra rune, so I can get better if I want. But that is pretty good. I feel like it's like... This is awkward. This is like perfectly middle of the road, I would say, for a secret room item. Secret room item pool is very extreme. Has some of the best items in the game and some of the worst items in the game. And this is one of the few ones that's just pretty good. I'm just going to be... Okay, I think if I'm tryharding, I probably just take this, but I'm going to be interesting. Rewarded for being interesting. Okay, Epic Fetus. You'll love to see it. Wait, actually, that's kind of crazy. Wait, I just realized that's kind of crazy. We have Broken Padlock. That's basically infinite keys as well as infinite bombs. Oh my god, okay, right. Head of the Keeper. Cool. That's actually probably not that good with Epic Fetus, but I mean, it's free. Can't really complain. This doesn't re-roll it, does it? No, it only re-rolls shop items, unfortunately, when it's a restock machine in a shop, which is really annoying, because it's not really consistent behaviour. Can't take the school bag. If I had the money, it'd be great, though. I suppose it's still theoretically possible I could get the money? Because Super Secret's here, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay, we're not getting the money. That's fine. Alright. So yeah, I got a bit derailed earlier. 4.5 volt. So I must admit, it's not super important. The main reason 4.5 volt is here is because I didn't want the Eternal D6 charging too fast. Again, I want this to be a nerfed Eternal D6. And while 4.5 volt is usually a helpful item, the earlier in the game you get it, the harder it is to charge with it. And especially if your active item only has 2 charges to begin with, you probably charge it slower with 4.5 volt than you do just as a normal like active item with no other battery items. So obviously by the late game that will probably change and it'll recharge faster, but the main thing I'm worried about is you snowballing in the early game because you get a ridiculous amount of rerolls with the Eternal D6. So yeah. So we have a Devil Deal, but we're not going to take it. So this is where one of the last things I want to introduce with this character kicks in. The alignment mechanic. So, essentially, I get to pick an alignment whether I want to go with Devil or Angel deals, and that will actually affect my mechanics as this character. Now, I'm going to start by showing off Angel deals, because I will admit, I kind of went piece by piece while making this, because obviously I didn't know if it was going to break at some point, or I was going to find something I couldn't make. And originally, if I couldn't do both, my plan was just to do the Angel deal buffs. In the end, I was able to do both, so I might have a follow-up video coming up at some point where I show you what the Devil deal path holds for this character. But for now, let's just show what Angel deals do, since that was my original intention. I will admit the Devil deals change a bit more than the Angel deals do. They've got a bit more going on, but overall the effect of taking the Angel deals is probably stronger, even if it's a bit more straightforward. Also, like, oh my god, it is insane how much more I get hit the second I start talking. I understand, like, Isaac YouTubers now. I understand it now. Oh my god, it's like the Danny DeVito.
Oh my god, I get it.
It's that, because, like, I'm just... every now and then, like, you know, I'm not, like, too much of a pedant of, oh, I'm so much better than that. But, like, sometimes I will see, like, what, damn, this guy's got, like, what, 10,000 hours in this game, and he's getting hit, like, on stupid stuff like that? How the hell is this, like, catching people out? And then now I'm actually here having to talk and play at the same time. It's like, oh yeah, no, that does a number on your awareness. I don't know, I'm usually pretty good with that. Like, in most games, like, I can pretty comfortably talk and play it at the same time. In fact, there's some games where it kind of helps. There's some games where, like, the main way I'll throw is if I get all panicky, and I have to, like, I feel like I have to hyper-focus, but the hyper-focus actually just makes me worse. Like, Geometry Dash, back when I used to play Geometry Dash, like, I was genuinely better at the game when I was just talking to someone while playing it. Like, the fact that I was just chilled out if I was talking to someone and just autopiloting rather than trying to proper, like, burst a blood vessel in my head, like, locking in, it would genuinely make me play better. But I guess it doesn't apply with Isaac. Justice card is nice. I mean, let me just see if we get another ridiculously lucky item. No, we don't, but I can't really complain about that at all. Right, one more room, and then we go back to our secret. Well, just because the shop is right there. Combat can't be in a shop, right? Well, I suppose there is that one super rare shop. It could be a good... Wait, can it be a greed fight on Chapter 2? Like, it basically never is, but, like, I don't actually know if it can't be, or if it's just a low chance. Actually, it's technically Chapter 2. It's Floor 3. Better way of putting it. Let's see what we get. We get a whole bunch of trinkets. Okay, not great. Tear detonator. Yeah, no thanks. Don't want that. Red stew. Not bad, but I don't think we're hurting for damage. Well, I know my damage stat is really low, but, you know, epic fetus. Booster pack. Sure. Judgment. Wait, did I not turn item descriptions off? Oh yeah, super secret can't be there. Okay, right, well, whatever. I'm not going to waste too much time looking for super secret. We don't need it too much. Wormwood, my favourite. It's kind of crazy how bullshit this boss seemed like it was going to be when I first played it, and then how fair it actually is once you understand the patterns. Like, I get it if you're new and you're like, what the hell is this boss, I hate it, but, like, you'll be surprised how much you like this boss once you, like, have actually played a decent amount of it. Also, we did hit our early Angel deal. Perfect, that's great for showing off the mechanics. So, let's see, alignment 0, we walk in. Alignment 1, we are now aligned with Angel deals. Obviously it would go negative if it was Devil deals. We also get a Circle of Protection. I like that, that's pretty good. Yeah. Let's blow up the statue. There is a bomb behind it as well. I didn't even see that until I was already about to blow them up, but sure, I'll take a bonus bomb. A Bugger's Binted. Wait. Oh. Am I blind? I literally looked to see if any of those pots spawned a spider, and I did not see a spider. And then I take damage from a spider, and I'm like, where the hell did that come from? Okay, well, that's annoying. Especially don't like when sometimes it's like black on black or things like that. This isn't too bad, to be fair. I'm probably just blind here because it's like more of a dark blue. You know, honestly, I always go Dross. I usually like to do Mirror World in basically every run just for the extra boss item, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna end up making this video longer than I want anyway, so I probably should not... Okay, can we, like, cut out with magically turning my item descriptions back on? I turned them off for a reason. Okay, honestly... Nah, don't Emperor straight to the boss, because we do need to get our deal chance boost first. Why do I keep getting, like, the Revelation, like, whole sound effect? Circle of Protection doesn't make that sound, as far as I remember. It's like every time I clear a room. Huh. I actually do not know why I'm getting that. That's not part of the character. I don't know. I actually kind of forgot bedrooms existed, so let's see what's in this one. I guess bombs are technically useless, so I'll reroll that. It's a clean one, that's good news. If you didn't know, dirty bedrooms always have a level skip, and clean ones always have a crawl space, and we want the crawl space. Also, oh my god, we still have internal item descriptions. Sure, whatever. Look down. What's going on in here? Little Spewer, my favourite. Well, it spawns a pill. Sure, can we like... yeah, thanks. Thanks there, buddy. Oh, wait, I think I know why it's doing the whole... I must admit, I completely forgot about this. So, I just realized, yeah, the sound effect is different. Sorry, I know that this is probably confusing. So basically, I must admit, it slipped my mind for a second there. Now that we've taken an angel deal, every time we clear a room, we now get flight in that room. We have to beat the room first, so while we're fighting in the room, we do not have flight. But once we beat the room, we can fly. And that sound, I believe, is the Bible going off. The only reason I'm confused is, I'm not gonna lie, I do not use the Bible often, because it's, you know, not typically a good item. And because I don't use it often, I didn't know what sound it made. And when I was playing this character before, it was making a page-turning sound. You know, like when you're flipping through the character select in the menus. It was making that sound instead. And I was a bit like, oh, does it make that sound normally? And I just assumed, it probably does. But maybe that was a bug, and maybe this is the sound it's supposed to be making, because this sounds like it'd be more correct for the Bible sound effect. Okay, well we have a decent amount of keys. I do like me key beggar. Hopefully I don't get ripped off. Me when I go to the long day factory and hope not to have a long day. I know. Okay, right, yeah, no, that was just stupid. I should have seen that coming. I was like, oh, if it's a troll bomb, I'll just push it out of the way. But have you considered two? Have you considered two troll bombs? I mean, these both suck. But health exists. That's a thing. I never went this way? Nah, that can't be right. I mean, I guess the game's telling me I never went this way. I swear I did, but guess not. There's a shop. Another Eternal Heart, sure. Thank you, key pieces. This is why you take key pieces, even if you're not going to do Mega Satan. Take them every time, basically. Black Candle, very convenient. I hate this curse. Get it off of me. Oh my god, I can see. I can see clearly now. The rain is not gone, though. There is a little too much of that for it to be gone. I mean, Super Secret might be down here. And I don't believe I checked super thoroughly, so... Oh, nope, none of these. Unless it's... Can it be here? I forget if it can be on the end like this. I feel like if I remember correctly, it tries not to generate next to a special room, but if it's got really bad spots, like if it runs out of normal spots to put it, it can put it behind a special room. I think one of the freakiest super secrets I've ever seen did put it behind a boss challenge room. Like, literally connected to nothing else, just behind a boss challenge room. Because there were no other valid spots on the map, so it's just like, oh, well, I guess I'll throw it here. Is it here? My god, literally the last room in the entire map I go to. Wasted so much time. Wait, was that an inverse card? Inverse Sun. Not my favourite inverse card, but I mean, it's an inverse card. Use it right now. Just for the buff. We hold on to Judgment. I just realised, Inverse Sun gives you Curse of Darkness, and the Black Candle actually doesn't cancel that out. That's interesting. It's Mega Man. Sorry, Mega More. Alright. Nice, easy boss. Even easy champion version of said boss. Actually, Min-Max Central, we use the GB bug before we clear the last spider, so it refreshes as we beat the last spider and get a second GB bug. Amazing. Okay, right. We will take a snack. We will have a lot of HP. We will come into the Angel Deal room, and Seraph, you know how I said it's really easy to forget completely about your... You've probably been screaming at me the past few minutes. Alright, well, Seraphim's a good pick. Yeah, we just bomb this, I guess. It's gonna be Uriel as well, so it's gonna be easier. I'm just too slow. I think I got speed down somewhere. I don't actually know where, come to think of it. So, let's hit our ED6. Well, it didn't delete the item. We got Vade Retro. Not what I want, though. Can't take it. Wait, okay, hang on a minute. So, I just realized I went a little too fast there. So, one of the benefits of taking Angel Deals is that we get giant chests if we save all 12 charges, and we get holy chests if we save 6 at once. So that's on top of the usual old chests, so we get even more chests of higher quality. But the reason why I'm kind of reacting like that is because while I was testing this, every single time I tried to open the mega chest with a bomb, it opened in one. And at first I just brushed that off as bad luck. Not bad luck, good luck. But, well, it opened in one again, and now I'm starting to wonder if Broken Padlock actually makes it so you can always open these in one with a single bomb. Which, if that's true, that's kind of crazy. Anyway, Spider Bite. I like slow. It's probably not great with Epic Fetus, but you know. We got Dubinky. We got Mom's Bracelet, which we can't really use, but we'll just touch it. We got Suplex, which you can't really use, but we'll just touch it. Oh my god. We got... anything else? I think that's it. Yeah, they're having a bit of fun in the corner over there. Does this help? Can you guys like unstick from each other, or are you just like, yeah, no, you're tormented forever in that corner. Well, have fun in there. Okay, well, I guess we could go mines if we wanted to, and I usually do like me some mines. However, I think we'll keep this a relatively vanilla run. Hello. Wait, is this a rare room? Why are there Hush enemies in here? For a second I was like, oh yeah, because I have Strange Key, and it's like, no I don't. Is that an inverse judgment? Wait, no, that's World, isn't it? No, that's Judgment. Oh my god. Okay, I should be happy, but I'm mad. Do you want to know why I'm mad? So this isn't my first time trying to record this video. The first time I didn't notice how low I was in storage space, and I've run out of space, and I lost the recording. And the second time, there was actually a funny bug with the character. You see, I was going to do the Devil Route first, so the recording I lost was of the Devil Route, but I was playing Angel Route for the first time in a while since I did the last tweaks to it, and it turns out I made the mistake, when I made it spawn a big chest, it wasn't actually spawning the chest where it requires multiple keys to open, it was spawning the chest that ends the game. So that wasn't good. Anyway, sorry. Point being, I've done a bunch of runs before this one, and, well, I've got an Inverse Judgment on every single one of them. And one of them, I actually got 3 Inverse Judgment cards in one run. And the reason why that's annoying is, you don't know, Inverse Judgment is, if you're a game breaker, which I am, Inverse Judgment is by far the best card in the entire game. It's, like, not even close. It's amazing. It is game-breakingly overpowered. And I never get Inverse Judgment if I'm actually on a run where I'm like, oh my god, an Inverse Judgment would go so hard right now. And now I'm playing these silly custom character, I don't care, easy runs, and then it's like, here, have 50 Inverse Judgments. Okay, right, well. I mean, it's a good card. It's fun to use. It's powerful. We are at 10 charges. Don't worry, I didn't forget this time, though I wouldn't blame you for thinking I did. Ooh, I love Counterfeit Penny, but we can't take it. The Broken Padlock is too good, especially with Epic Fetus. Like, if we didn't have Epic Fetus, I probably would take that by now. But we have Epic Fetus. Ah, I was hoping you would be money. Well, actually, all those hearts on the floor are finally going to pay off. Though this will reduce our chance of getting an angel deal. Actually, that's kind of fine. Wait, no, I could take a devil deal. So, to be clear, our alignment counts how many deals we've taken of both, and it's whichever we've taken more of. So, we can actually take devil deals, because unless we take 2, we still have an angel deal alignment. And even if we take 2, that just makes us neutral. It only takes us to the devil deal side once we take more than 2. So we can get away with a devil deal, because we probably won't get a second one. And if we do get a second one, like, we might be late enough in the game that I'm just like, screw it, yeah, sure. Let's just, like, become neutral again. Even though neutral has no real benefits, you know, if it means another devil deal and it's a good item, maybe we'll take it. Oh yeah, that's another thing as well. The alignment counter ticks up when you enter the room. So even if you don't actually use, like, if you don't actually take a deal, just entering a devil deal does trigger that, unfortunately. Couldn't really make it work another way, I don't think. Okay, Dark Bomb, decent item, but we do want to look for better stuff because we have Inverse Judgment and Inverse Judgment OP. Now, we're not going to actually play this, we're not going to do this just yet. That's mostly just because of the fact that the shop might have something that could help us here, like it might have a present. I think, wait, no, that was this run. Yeah, because it was the Epic Fetus, so we already used the present, so it can't be a present. But still, the shop could have, what, there was something in the back of my head I was already thinking, and I forgot as I was talking. It's, there's something in the shop that could help us, I'm almost certain of it. There's something in the shop that could make that juicier, it's just slipping my mind right now. Oh, Tarot Cloth. I was thinking Tarot Cloth, because then we get 2 restock machines. That was what I was thinking. Full card. Wait, are we on depths? No, we're on depths 1. That's just a natural full card, not even like a marked skull. I was going to say, I didn't think that was a marked skull. I feel like if I had to pick one room I tend to find last, it's shops, which is annoying because the best order of operation in most cases is to take shops out first. Anyway, Habit's a good item, except for the part where we do not care at all about... You know, I said, oh, don't worry, I haven't forgotten, and you know what? It looks like I kind of forgot. Oh, actually, I just realised, okay, thankfully it doesn't affect the gameplay, but it looks like there must be a bug happening as well, because I'm pretty sure I shouldn't be at 30. I've only seen it do that when I go over 12, so it doesn't matter, because it doesn't do anything more past 12, and it always resets back to 0. But it is weird that it does that. I'm not actually sure what I've messed up there. Anyway, shame we can't restock this, unless we want to use the Inverse Judgment here, but, like, I don't think we want to. Let's see if we can get... well, that's not a Temperance, which is what I was going to say I was looking for. But maybe I should say that I'm looking for that before picking it up. Maybe that's why it failed me. But I guess it refills some red hearts. Is there any reason to take Placebo? Not really. What do we got in here? I'm not going to lie, I'm not a big fan of either of these, just on a gameplay level. Like, honestly, wait, hello. Did I didn't think I hit F2, but sure, whatever. Tooth and Nail isn't actually a bad item, it's just an item I don't really like to use, even if I recognize it's not bad. Right, well, Inverse Judgment, go. Feels like a bit of a waste doing this on just one item pedestal, but the alternative is, non-item pedestal. So... Spin down dice. No, it's so good, but it's not what we want here. We need to go deeper. I mean, I guess I can just spawn a crawl space and put it back. Okay, actually, it doesn't matter this run if I get the crawl space. I'm pretty sure this little paper on the ground counts as a crawl space spot, but I'm not sure. Okay, it does. Good. May as well figure that out now on a run where it's not super important if I mess it up. Magic fingers. Usually I would touch it just so it doesn't give me it again, but, you know, time. Liver? Decent item, except we have more than enough health already. Chaos. I mean... No. No, I don't think so. Okay. You see, if I knew I was going to get a Suicide King, I would take this, but I don't know that, and honestly it's a long shot, so... What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to finally use my charges, and I'm going to see if I can re-roll this without deleting it. Deleted it, yeah, it was going to happen. Unfortunate. If only I got this Wishbone before I played the Devil Beggar, it might have been able to spawn a second item pedestal. That's a shame. Oh, hello. Ooh. Yeah, this would have been really good if I could have gotten this stuff before. See, the problem is that... No, I should have done that. I should have done it before. I was about to say the problem with doing that, though, is that I want to save the reroll, but the reroll really wasn't worth it. Yeah, that was a bad play on my part. I should have done this way earlier. I don't even really want the Tears up. Like, with Epic Fetus, Tears is not that good. I mean, I'm going to take it, because like the alternative is nothing. I don't really care about either of those items. That kind of sucks. I don't remember if I blew up a corpse at this point, but, you know, it doesn't really matter too much by this point, so, you know. We'll just do the boss, which should be pretty easy. It's an Epic Fetus run, so you know. Maybe it was a mistake taking Epic Fetus, not because it's bad, it's very good, but Epic Fetus does kind of make every run go the same, which is a shame. I must admit, I'm actually not like a super big fan of the existence of Epic Fetus for that reason. Like, it's one of those items where you feel like you're terrible if you don't take it, because like it's amazing, but like also it just makes every run the same and doesn't have a lot of synergies, so it's not super fun in my opinion. But damage multiplier, that's good for Epic Fetus. I know I can do the challenge room, but I don't care. This is not my usual self. I usually let the game break, but I mean, I need to make this video not a year long, so you know. Well, I'll take a look in the dice room. Though I don't really think there's anything it could show me that I'd want. Except a 4. I was actually literally thinking, well, I suppose maybe a 4. Okay, we have a 4. Great. 5 is usually the one I'm looking for, but that 5 is to replay the floor. It's like a forget-me-now effect, which is very strong. It's just, it's time-consuming, and again... This is going to be... Oh, please drop an item. Actually, I need a reroll in the first place other than ED6. Well, I mean, I can always just try ED6. You did not drop an item. That is a shame. Surely GB Bug will turn one of these million coins into a golden chest that hits the 1 in 5 chance of having an item inside so that we get another item in here. Well, Buddy in a Box, Conjoined Piece. It's kind of just free damage, even if it's not a lot. Another Judgment card. Normal Beggar this time, mayhaps?
Judgment.
Yep. Right, let's make this quick. Come on, Time Machine, do your work. Okay. So we can re-roll that. We want to do 4 more rooms. So if all of these are combat rooms, we'll do the rooms leading up to the boss without doing the boss itself. Well, we need 1 more room, which is a little annoying because the 1 more room is not close. I guess we'll just use our full card right now, and we'll do the boss right now. There's no reason... Yeah, there's no real reason why I can't do the boss right now as long as I have my full card. Not as much damage as I was hoping. That low damage start is certainly biting us right now. We still... Actually, we have not got a damage up yet. Genuinely. That's bad. My familiars ponged that enemy away from my bullet and into me. That was terrifying. I will never forgive them. Well, the negative is a damage up. I was going to go chest, but... You know what? No, let's make this harder on ourselves. I mean, chest is better, but, you know. Okay, right. We have 12 charges, so before we go to check our item room in our library, first things first, let's use our charges. Wait, actually, even before that... See, the thing is, what's the order of operations here? Do we want to use the dice first because it's likely to spawn item pedestal? Oh my god. Do we want to use the dice first because it's likely to spawn item pedestals from the chests, but it might delete the item already in the secret room? Or do we want to hit the 4 first to get the guaranteed reroll and then summon the item pedestals? I think we want to roll first because of the fact that the mega chest has a decent chance of having 2 items in it, as well as all the other chests having their own chances of having items in it. So I feel like best course of action is to assume we're going to get at least 1 item pedestal from this reroll, even if the reroll destroys the milk, the breakfast. Okay, Keybum. I do love Keybum. Like, Keybum is like... You know everyone's got that pet item that most people think is bad, but, like, you'll swear by it and say it's the most underrated item ever? Keybum is that item for me. I love Keybum. In fairness, maybe part of it is just it was my first game break ever, was a Keybum flat penny game break with Mom's Key. But, genuinely, even outside of that, there have been so many times I think, I'm just going to take Keybum for fun, but it's probably not going to be very good. I hear it's bad. And then it's like, oh my god, wait, Keybum might go. Keybum carrying. Oh my god, so many items from Keybum. I'm talking myself into what to take the Keybum, but I would have to sludge to take the Keybum. I'd have to be here a while, so let's not do that. Just for the sake of keeping the pace up. Bit unfortunate we didn't get any item pedestals, though. Either way... Actually, no, don't use the 4 yet as well, because we still do want to see what is in our treasure room and our library. There might actually be a way I can move some of the books out of the library as well, potentially. Actually, no, that's a bit too slow. Also, 2 quality 0 active items. We're being serious right now? Sure, I mean, I'll take the poop. I don't hate the poop. It's just, it's an active item, and we aren't taking those. Right, what's the pill? Range up, useless. And the card is the tower. Wait, what am I Sorry, I'm stupid. I just realized. I literally was just saying I'm going to re-roll the... My bad. Well, we still get to re-roll the poop, but we could have re-rolled 2 if I didn't do something stupid. Guppy piece. Okay then. Range up. Don't think we're getting Guppy, but we can always dream. I suppose there could be item pedestals in the arcade effectively too by playing things out. I mean, we have a lot of money. If there's like slot machines, we can just play them until they explode. Just for the sake of it. Well, that's disappointing. I would have actually appreciated the donation machine as well if it weren't for the fact that it's already maxed at this point. I actually just recently maxed it, so if it was just a couple days before now, I'd be like, ooh, free donation opportunity. Well, I can reroll an IV bag. I can also touch it just so it doesn't come back. Get flight. Oh, hello, bums. Not to be confused with bumbos. Another key beggar. Okay. Well, can't help myself. We've got to touch the books first. What am I mean, it's fine. We didn't need it. Genuinely, I'm gonna be completely honest. I just like... I even shot myself in the... I just like picking up books and using them once. Like, if I'm like, oh, I'm not going to use this floor. Like, I consider, is there a reason I would want to save these charges for somewhere later this floor? And then if the answer is no, it's like, okay, I'll just use it now. I was thinking, you never know. There could be a super weird, super secret spawn, so may as well just use it in here. And then it's like, oh, right, yeah, the key bomb. Okay, in my defense, I think that's the first time I've seen a key bomb or any kind of bomb in the library. So, like, I'm not used to, like, thinking, oh, yeah, don't blow up the library, there's bombs in there. Well, we got plenty of other bombs to play. What do we got with the battery bomb? I always want to call him the charge beggar. Which is weird, because battery bomb does roll off the tongue better, and that is the official name, but for some reason battery bomb just doesn't sound right to me. Okay, this is the average battery bomb experience, where we give them our entire life savings, and nothing. Okay, you know what? I'm committed now. I'm mad. I'm gonna blow up my donation. I'm actually a little bit nervous leaving it at 999 anyway. If you didn't know, if you donate to it when it's already at 999, it overflows and goes back to 0. So we'd actually do want to reduce that at least just a little bit on purpose, just so we're not in danger of it overflowing. Wow. Greedy git. How about you, Bomb Bomb? That's crazy. Okay, so I know that both of these are like pretty bad for paying out, but in my experience, Bomb Bombs are usually the worst in the game for not paying out. And Bomb Bomb actually paid out relatively fast, whereas this guy's just ripping us off. That was like... I'm pretty sure that was over 90 coins we had to give them before they finally paid out. Insane. Okay. At the very least, we have plenty of item pedestals now. Also, I'm stupid. Earlier I was talking about moving books out of the library. I was thinking that because we didn't want to re-roll books into more books. We wanted to re-roll them into better items. But that kind of forgets the obvious point that, like, we'd have to put another item on the pedestal, so we'd still get books. So, yeah. Anyway, this is going to be a pretty big number 4 at the very least. Let's see what we get. PhD. I mean, it's always nice. It is a lot of healing as well. Drowsy pill. Very strong, actually. But I don't really need it. Okay, like, if I was tryharding, I would hold that drowsy pill to the end of the game and then use it on the last fight, but I'd rather just keep the world card for speed so we can get some mapping in the huge floors. Though, Clear Rune is very tempting. Oh yeah, but we can't keep it. I just remembered, yeah. So let's just use it to copy Soul the Keeper and then use Soul the Keeper. If we could take it, I would absolutely hold on to it. Clear Rune is a very, very good active item. But we gotta keep our ED6. Right. Well, plenty more iron pedestals to check. What have we got going on here? Technology. I believe this shoots an 8 spread of lasers when you land. Yes, like that. So, that is an upgrade. It's not as good as it would be if we didn't have Epic Fetus, but I mean, that's because we have Epic Fetus. Like, we're already pretty good on that front. What have we got in the arcade? Marked. I suppose this is basically the same... Does this actually change anything except our stats? It just makes it repeated, which honestly is kind of convenient. I like that. Yeah, okay. Wait, did it not cancel there? Just a moment. Okay, it does cancel. Good, right, I was going to say. Oh yeah, by the way, little tip. The internal light descriptions does not tell you this, but the external ones do. Marked can be cancelled by tapping the drop key. When I tap drop, which is the same button that makes the charge appear, so sorry about that, it will get rid of it. Okay, so it does one extra, though. But yeah, you see, it gets rid of the target and it stops shooting. That's why I thought it didn't cancel, is it seems to do one extra even after you finish shooting, which is a little annoying. But yes. We'll take a Rotten Tomato. Mysterious Liquid might actually be kind of good with this, to leave the goop. Oh, and it does work with it. I need to remember that. I need to remember it's going to do that. I need to remember it's going to keep shooting. Maybe Marked will be a problem after all. Look up. Oh, hello, Mega Battery. I forgot we have Car Battery, yeah. The Wild. Okay, I think we're finally done with this floor. I mean, we could go Beast if we wanted to, but I don't know. I've done a little too much Beast recently, having to unlock so many tainted characters and then so many important unlocks on Beast. You know, I just want to do some good old-fashioned chest. I'm going to be real with you. I'm not saying the beast fight hasn't got its moments. Obviously, it's great. But I still think my favourite way to play this game is just to go chest, do Blue Baby, and do Mega Satan. Saying that, I actually do need one more key piece, I believe. Because I re-rolled my second one earlier, which was intentional, but I do kind of need to get my next deal. Also, that's a funny Buddy in a Box baby. I don't think I've seen that one before. I love the car. I don't like this. I do not like pin in general. Do not bring the pin near me. Okay, right. Actually, reroll the Lazy Worm, because we're never taking it. Speed up. Oh, that's a godsend. Oh yeah, world card. Let's actually use that. That's a really conveniently placed secret room. That's great for a shortcut. Walks in and there's just an Archie in here. Close enough. Okay. Well, there is an item pedestal in here. You never know. First reroll might be Archie. Actually, I kind of don't want an Archie. I'm so used to wanting Archie all the time. I do not want an Archie on this run in particular. I do not want to be spending longer than I already am. The one thing is, I was thinking, oh, you know, I could keep going and do the Devil Deal, like, showcase in the same run that way, but I don't even think it would work that way. I believe the counter that I have here would persist between runs with Archie, and it would stay at counting so many Angel Deals, and it might be hard to get it back to negatives for Devil Deals. I hate that it keeps going after you already cancel it. Why does it keep going after you already cancel it? Why does it do one more shot when you've already cancelled it? Please! I pressed control to stop shooting like a year ago. Why are you still shooting? Oh my god. Well, we got a fate in this secret room as well. That's kind of crazy. Don't worry, I was ready for that. Bingo. What is this card? It is a moon. Do like a moon. I was hoping for a Temperance or a Wheel of Fortune, but I'll take a moon. You see, I was about to say, like, so yeah, I cancelled that really early this time. I'm pretty sure it shouldn't shoot again, and then I thought, no, let me not say that, because I'm going to get hit if I do that, and yet, sure enough, just... that is just, it winds me up. Even if it doesn't kill me, it still annoys me. Still annoys me, just like I press cancel and it just keeps going. Last assist. One thing I will mention, don't know if anyone else here will agree, I feel like for how difficult the womb is for the most part as a floor, it's kind of crazy how almost every boss on the womb is actually insanely easy, at least for the point in the game it shows up. Oh, Devil Deal. Well, I can... No, well, I can take that, but I won't be able to do Mega Satan, which is fine. I just kind of wanted to end on Mega Satan. Didn't have to, just kind of feels right. We have the sack room, actually. No, we have the sack room. We can take this. Oh, right, yeah. So, something just happened. We just were forced to gulp a left hand. I forgot about that. Yeah. Even if our alignment stays positive, just for entering a devil room, we are now stuck with a permanent left hand, which turns all chests into red chests. Thankfully, the ones spawned from our ED6 aren't affected unless our alignment goes negative, because I programmed it to work that way. I say programmed, you know what I mean. I know that we literally have one more deal, but I am literally going to take the goat head just to... Wait, actually, hang on a minute. Oh, this is Guppy. I thought I was one more piece away, but I forgot I already got Guppy's eye. So, yeah. I'll take both then. I could technically use this right in here, but I think it's more important to look for a secret room item. Actually, I do need enough soul hearts that I can keep playing the sack room, because I don't want to lose my eternal heart, ideally. Because I believe even if we go chest, the fact that we have the left hand turns the chests into red chests, and red chests are devil deals rather than free items in the chest. Even if, like, you know, we are in the chest and not the dark room, the fact that they turn into red chests makes them cost health. The relic, free soul hearts. Right, so we actually kind of need to start looking for... I don't know, I don't want to bother. I will sacrifice the eternal heart just for speed. There's our key piece. Okay, right. And Let's see if we can get anything else off this guppy's paw. Eye of the Occult. Doesn't actually do anything, I don't think. Slight damage up, I guess. Yeah. Doesn't do anything because of Epic Fetus. Many such cases. Alright. Well, let's do Scar Womb then. Home to the only difficult boss in the womb, the Matriarch. Nothing to worry about. What's in here? Well, we have Time Machine. I'll play it out. Oh wow, that broke fast. But it was worth speed up pill. Very, very helpful. Also, we could just reroll one of these useless trinkets. It lives. Okay, what do we got in here? Lusty Blood and the Mark. Pretty good stuff. We are definitely going to struggle to take any of the stuff in the chest, but to be fair, I don't think it's likely to be as good as this stuff, so I think we take both of these, honestly. I took the Polaroid, right? Yeah. Always got to double check that. The fact that I default to the Polaroid so much means that when I started doing negative runs, there were so many times I went to the cathedral while holding the negative that, like, now I have to, like, double check every single time. I hit the wrong key. Okay, good start. Good start. Can't be there, actually, so yeah, no. We're good. What about here? Wait, is that normal secret? Wait, that's normal secret. What is going on there? What is the layout to make that happen? Is there the rooms on the other side of this? Oh no, this is super secret. Okay, the reason why I was like, is this normal secret? Is because, oh yeah, I want to use it in here. The reason I was asking if this was normal secret also, is that actually 3 swallowed pennies? That's weird. It's because I have it set so that I have a different sound cue for normal secret and ultra secret, and I just played the ultra secret sound cue, even though oh sorry, no, you know what I mean. I always get all the different kinds of super ultra mega giga secret mixed up. Yeah, basically that is the sound cue that I have for a normal secret room, not a super secret room. So I was a bit like miffed by that, a bit like, whoa, what's up with that? I think that's a TP. It sure is. S-Bible. S-Bible or Backstabber? I'm not gonna lie, these are both good items in a normal run. I don't think I'm gonna take either of them, not only because I kind of don't need them in this run, but also, like, Backstabber's a good one if it works, but I don't know how well it works with Epic Fetus, and I don't really want to find out if it doesn't work. Wait, am I actually... Whoa, wait, why am I at 0 charge? Oh, never mind. My alignment went negative finally. I forgot about that. We actually did go to enough devil deals that are so we will be seeing the devil deal effect, I guess. I still might do a run properly showing it off because you're not going to see much of it. Alright. Can you, like, stop dropping bombs? Christ. Okay. I'm gonna look for normal secret before I leave. And I'm going to get some charges ready for the next floor. I know that I didn't make a bridge, but that's fine, because I'll be able to fly when I come back here. Out of gas. Infested. No thank you, in fact. Okay, that is weird. I did not refire, but it respawned the crosshair, so it is doing some weird shenanigans where sometimes I tell it to stop attacking and it immediately attacks again, even though I've already pressed the button to stop attacking and I have not touched any of the shooting keys, which is very disorientating. Where the hell is our normal secret? I mean, we have checked here, right? Guess not. I mean, that was the point that made the most sense. I just thought we already checked here. So unfortunately, you're going to see what I mean in a second here. These cost hearts. Thankfully, it looks like these are all 1 hearts, though. I'm not going to bother with Forget Me Now, just for the sake of not wasting your time, even though it is very good. But I might use Sacrificial Altar. It did sacrifice Seraphim. We get Incubus. Wait, Incubus is actually a little scary with Epic Fetus, but it's good for damage. It's good for damage. Hello, Superlust. Get out of my face. That's a little spooky, actually. A little close for my comfort. Man, if there was a way we could get rid of the left hand right now, but it's fine. It's part of the character that, like, you're supposed to have to live with the downside of the left hand. If you decide you're going to take a devil deal, you gotta live with it. I can see forever. Convenient. Oh, natural steam sail inside the guy. You'll love to see it. Okay. I don't know why I'm picking up the money when I'm at full. Well, we're not likely to get another Inverse Judgment, especially this late, but we still have our usual ED6 rerolls that may or may not pay off. 1 more room, and we'll have 12 charges. Okay, right. Let's see if it stays. Deletes. Yeah, that's fair enough. We got pretty lucky so far, I feel like, with our ED6, so I can't really complain. Look up. I think that's a look down as well. I think that's PhD making it a look up. So I guess I may as well take this moment to explain that essentially, once you're on the devil path, you obviously gulp the left hand trinket the second you enter the devil deal, as you saw, and it also makes it so that whenever you spawn red chests, it also spawns black hearts. It doesn't matter how many chests you spawn. If you spawn any chests, it spawns black hearts. Also, I just realized I probably can get rid of the broken padlock by now, so, you know, let's do that. Are any of these Justice? I do love myself a crystal key, even though it's not very likely to pull off this late. Pay off, you know what I mean. Oh, we actually ran out of money. I didn't think that was physically possible. You know what? Ah, no, I need to save my charge. I was about to say I'll just re-roll that for fun. Ah, there's Blue Baby. High Priestess. Does like no damage. I've never used High Priestess against a late game boss, so I was just kind of curious. Is this actually anywhere near decent? And yeah, looks like the answer is a pretty definitive no. High Priestess really does suck. Alright, let's not go Delirium. Let's not do that, actually. I do not need more excuses to continue this longer. I really need to be kept as far away from any excuses to elongate this run anymore. If you're wondering why I'm still room clearing, I just wanted to do 1 more charge. So, it wasn't super important, but I just wanted to get to 4 charges so that I can go re-roll this. Wow, neither got deleted, and we got 2 decent items, especially Ghost Pepper. It does actually work pretty well with Epic Fetus, because it does this. Oh my god, I forgot, we still got insanely fast fire rate, and we have insanely high luck, so it's even better than I thought it would be. So yeah, Ghost Pepper was an amazing pull there. Alright, let's take on Mega Satan, I guess. You know what, for the last bit, we don't need the ED6 anymore, let's take the Book of Belial. And the Soul Heart. Dolly, what am I doing? The Soul Heart's in here. Actually, I was going to the Secret Room, which also had one. It's fine. But yeah. Let's take the Book of the Belial just so we get a bit of a damage up. It actually might be huge, because our damage is literally 2. Oh no, it's just, it is affected by the damage multiplier, so it's only 0.5. Never mind, that's not huge. That's not huge at all. I found pills and ate them. And what are you going to do about it? Oh yeah, I forgot, I have 4.5 volts. So wait, Book of Belial is huge. Wait, no, this is a Gigabrain pickup. What am I on about? Yeah, 4.5 volt, completely forgot. I love how we just have fire breath now. It's so funny to watch. I don't think I've ever seen... I say I don't think, I know I've never seen Ghost Pepper, like, go this crazy. That is insane. I love this combo. I have become a dragon. That is just my character now. Well, that was fun. Oh, wait. He's not dead? Well, he's about to be again. Oh my god, look at the health bar! Oh my god, I'm pretty sure 90% of this is Ghost Pepper. Like, we killed this guy faster than we killed Blue Baby. Alright, you know what? That was actually kind of amazing. Now I kind of do want to go for... Okay, come on. Yeah, as a treat, let's go for it. Just as a treat. Just as a treat. Oh yeah, I forgot. I actually hadn't done Mega Satan on Isaac yet. I think it was a while ago now, so I don't remember. I think I meant to, and I got one key piece, and I forgot to get another one, and I kept re-rolling my key pieces, and I was like, oh right, yeah, I kind of need the second one, so... Hey, I did Mega Satan with Isaac, woohoo! Don't call me a cheater, please. Anyway, blank rune. I mean, I guess I'll hold on to it. I don't think I'm going to be min-maxing with it, like, you know, checking if it's AWAS or Perthro or Yara. I think I'm just going to pop it in the boss and see if it gives me Algiz or not. Hello, please give me an instant delirium. That would be really, really nice of you. I mean, it's sort of delirium shaped. I mean, come on. It's magic skin. It's magic. It's all my desires fulfilled. It's all of them. I was gonna look for a secret room, but honestly, I don't have time. Also, what the hell? That's garbage. Okay, wait. Actually, I will just high roll and see if this is a Perthro. Oh my god, it was actually Algiz. Okay, right. Well, you know, the worst part is I was thinking to myself, like, the chances that is a Algiz are pretty low anyway. Yeah, no, it was actually just like an Algiz. So that was unfortunate. Damage up, that is fortunate, but it is not delirium. Give me delirium. That's a funny looking delirium. Oh wait, it's actually delirium. Alright. Now, are we good against delirium, or is the teleporting going to be an annoyance? Where are you? I always hate this point in the delirium fight where it just becomes spamming and shooting at ghosts because you have no idea where the hell he is and he keeps teleporting. But if you just run at him, you know you're going to get hit. But there we go. It's over. Well then, GG's. I guess if you're still interested in seeing what a normal run where we start on the Devil Path looks like, we could still do that. But, yeah, that is my version of Redeemed Isaac. Hopefully you enjoyed, and in case you were wondering, I do already have a couple others lined up if you wanted to see more. At the moment, I have finished making Redeemed Isaac, Redeemed Samson, and Redeemed Keeper. So, let me know which of those you'd be more interested in seeing. As well as that, I'd appreciate if you let me know if you like this style of video. I usually either don't do Let's Play stuff at all, but if I do a more Let's Play format, it's usually because of the fact that, like, I'm just going to keep it like a low-effort, quick upload. However, I'm actually going to sit down and edit this, hopefully you've noticed. So if you're interested in these sort of, like, higher effort but still Let's Play format-y videos, then let me know. Either way, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.